We are on here with head coach Terry Fowler of South Alabama. The Jaguars play number 4 Troy in the 2 p.m. game on Wednesday. The Jaguars are the number 5 seed in the upcoming tournament. Coach, before we get to any questions, please give us your thoughts on first off, earning the number 5 seed in the tournament, and then the upcoming game against 4th seeded Troy.
Well, first of all, let me thank everybody who's joining us on the call for taking time out of your day. Exciting time for our program. You know, the first Sun Belt Conference tournament appearance since I've been here in my 3 years. So we're really excited about the opportunity. You know, we played well down the stretch and really, you know, was hoping that we make a creep up into that 3 spot. But, you know, having the ability to play in the 5 spot against Troy, again, we're just honored and privileged to have the opportunity to be in and play in such a great tournament. You know, tough opponent in Troy. You know, you get in the conference play in the tournament, and then you've got your in-state rival that you play on the opening night. You know, that presents a different emotional intensity level from the get-go. So, but we're excited about the challenge ahead.
Thank you very much, Coach. Before we get to any questions, just want to ask you about something you hit on in your opening statement. You mentioned last year this wasn't an opportunity for you to come to the conference tournament. This year you do have that opportunity. And one thing I want to ask you about is what really led to that turnaround, because it's easy to look at this year's statistics and say defense was what turned it around as you rank number 1 in the conference in field goal percentage defense. But I wanted to ask you, what do you think is the biggest key to turning it around and making the conference tournament this year?
Well, that's definitely one of them. You know, as I took the job here, you know, I talked about defense. That's always kind of been my foundation. And you know, you win championship on the defensive end of the floor. You know, we've got a group of young ladies who really bought into that philosophy this year, and they take great pride in working on the defensive end of the floor. But I think a couple of things happened for us throughout the season that you know, our seniors really grew up and took ownership in this program, and they've been really doing a lot of the you know, taking care of the locker room and having our players have the right mindset each and every day in practice. You know, and I think that's been very important. We've been consistent in practice, and it's carried over into games. And I would also like to think that, you know, I think our record in 3 possession games, we're 9-3. So, you know, we've got the ability to win close games, and whether it's making a comeback or whether it's holding on for the lead. And that just gave our kids a lot of confidence doing conference play.
Speaking of confidence, going into this game, you guys are 2-0 against Troy this season. Do you carry any of that over into this matchup in the conference tournament?
Well, I think you carry it over. Also knowing that, you know, it's difficult to beat a team three times in the same season. Also the fact that it's your in-state rivalry, as I mentioned before, makes it a little bit more, you know, a little edgy, a little antsy. But, you know, looking forward to the challenge. I'm sure Troy is looking forward to having an opportunity, you know, to try to win this game. So, you know, we just got to be ready to play. We know we're going to get their best, and we're hoping that we can give them our best. And it'd be a great game for the fans to see. If the first 2 games are any indication of what this third game can be, it's going to be a great game at 2 o'clock in New Orleans.
And, Coach, you know, Troy's game plan is often to beat teams off the dribble, but with the presence of China Ellis in the middle, the leading shot blocker in the conference, do you think that deters them away from what they try and do on offense? Well,
you know, the one thing that she's given us is a lot of confidence to be able to really sit down and guard the dribble, and knowing that if we do get beat, she's back there protecting the rim for us. You know, defensive philosophy is really to protect the paint. And so if our guards can keep the ball out of the paint, you know, that's good for us. But then she's got it. She's right there at the basket. That makes a lot of shots get altered. And so I think she's played a key role in our defensive efforts as well.
All right, Coach, that's all the questions we have for today. We appreciate your time, and best of luck.
Hey, thank you.